Okay, so let's show something about the magic circle here. You know, when you're going counterclockwise on the magic circle, you're going pretty much up the modal scale. It's just that you have to start on E for 7 root 2. So you got the E is going to go to C because C always goes to E. E goes to C, C goes to E. If you're going clockwise, when you're going counterclockwise, E goes to C. So it's 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the E shape, and this is the fourth of E and the fifth of E. This is the C shape, fourth of C, fifth of C. So it goes E shape, C shape, G shape, D shape, A shape. It doesn't spell caged, but it has the letters of caged in it. The reason why that C they go in fourths. A goes to D, fourth of A is D, fourth of D is G, fourth of G is C, third of C is E. So what it follows is like an A string. So if we have our A string right here, we've got A, fourth of A is D, fourth of D is G, fourth of G is C, but then C goes to the third, which is E. Now E is the third of C, okay? So we start on A, the sixth of C is A, the second of C is D, the fifth of C is G, which is the fourth of D. The root of C is C, which is a fourth up from G. But now we're only going to go up a third, and then up another perfect fourth. So that A fret is the magic fret, and that's the magic circle. Now, why isn't this just balderdash? Why isn't this gobbledygook? What, that doesn't make any sense. What about caged? If you want to just remember it, just remember that C goes to E, just like the tuning of the A string. Now, why is it like that? Because if you look at the patterns, now let's get both the patterns on here. So we've got our S2L and our S3L. Let's say we're starting down here on the 3. So we're going to start on 3, 4, 5. 3 goes to the 6, goes to the 2, goes to the 5, goes to the root. So now we need our magic circle. The 3 is the C because E becomes the third of C. Right? So from the open C position, because caged is kind of in C. Why? Because you can get that nice C in the open position. You can play a diatonic in the C position. You can't do it in any other positions without going down below the fret nut. Can't do it in E, can't do it in A, can't do it in D, can't do it in G, because you need the F sharp, which is below the E, the G string there. You can do it in C. So we start in C here, all right? If we're going to build this thing, the first string here is the C string. The C string is going to go where? It's going to go to the G string because it's the magic circle backwards. Okay? Now it does go forwards in other situations. For instance, if I wanted to play a C chord starting from the second string, I find a C note starting, I find a G note, because remember, C chord is, so here's a G note on the second string, right? That shape becomes an E shape, so there's the clockwise legitimacy of the magic circle. It becomes an E shape. if you start the same chord, arpeggio or pentatonic from that same note that it started from over here. So that's how I originally did the magic circle. Now we're talking about going backwards on the magic circle. Why? So if we're going to look at this. We're going to look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strings here. Now notice the 3 is on the top and the 3 is on the bottom, right? And what's really happening here is we're going to play it warped. We're going to play it warped. So the top 2 strings warp over together, more or less in line. All right, that's where they're at. That's the 5. So we're going to play that. Now, if we do play that, we're going to be following this magic circle backwards. 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh, we lost our little box there. So let's undo our box for a second. I know where the box is, right? All right. We're going to get a little bit more of the magic circle there. Wow, we're going to get a lot more of the magic circle. Okay, so here's what we're talking about. We have the magic circle here, we have the simplified magic circle here, and over here we're going to play this C box here. Alright? If you look, we built the patterns using the S2Ls and the S3Ls. This is an S2L right down here. Here's an S3L, an S3S, 2, 3, 5, 6, then warped over root 2, and then back starting another 3 to 5, which is, okay, so remember, E becomes the third of C, right? So we're going to do the C is there. We start the C at 3 and 5 there. Next string up is 6 to root. So going clockwise, we get to 6 to root there, and that's part of the pattern. That's an S2L right there. Moving around the clock backwards, we get to the D shape, which is 2, 4, 2, 3. We get to the A shape, 5, 6, and we get to the E shape again, 7, root 2, and then repeating 3, 4, 5 on the top string. So that's the way the magic circle works for the patterns, the little patterns. Here, let's put the pattern back now. That's the way it works for the patterns, pattern lines, S3L and S2L. So C is 3, 4, 5, C-shaped root, E-shaped 4, G-shaped 5. You know, so the 3 would be 3, 4, 5. A shape would be 5, 6. Okay, now if we just go 3, 4, 5, we're not going to go, we have to go backwards around this thing kind of thing. And anyway, this isn't the magic circle. This isn't in fourths. C goes to A here. C goes to A. This is a pentatonic scale descending. C, A, G, E, D. That's what caged is. It's a descending pentatonic scale. It's not in fourths. It's not the magic circle, which has a peculiar third in it. It's not the circle of fourths, which is completely where's my D flat? Glasses are in the way. Anyway, that was F sharp to B. That's the circle of fourths. We keep adding a flat.